What's up, Amman? Welcome back to another episode of the Loving Amman Show. I'm Tariq.
And I'm Muhammad, and we've got a lot to dive into today, so let's get started.
This week on the Loving Amman Show, we're talking about everything from personal commitments to faith to unexpected celebrity sightings. A Jordanian influencer shared his journey to prayer, sparking an outpouring of support, while Aburob found himself in the most romantic city in the world without his wife. Plus, former Top Gear host Richard Hammond took a trip through Jordan's history, and a Jordanian singer made waves on Qatar's Sports Day. So, kicking things off with something really wholesome, Jordanian influencer Aburob shared his commitment to prayer on social media, and the reactions were overwhelming. You covered this, Muhammad. What's your thoughts about this? What happened? Tell us some details.
Yeah, seriously, like this story, like honestly, resonated with me as well, and I think it resonated with a lot of Jordanians and a lot of like Muslims in general, because like his. Like it's so nice to see someone trying to like be a better person and be the best version of himself, like that they can be, like so this influencer or this person on Instagram shared a post or a video of him like setting goals for 2025, and this goal mainly revolved around like being consistent with the prayers, with the 5 prayers of that we do every day. And it's wholesome to see, because a lot of people gave in a lot of support, like they sparked a flood of support, encouragement, and personal stories from their experiences as well. The comment section as well quickly turned into a space of motivation and like reflecting upon like their personal experiences with being committed to prayer to prayers. Because it's not as easy as people think, because some people like don't, or like how can I say it, like they didn't grew up in a household that supports this, like, or like focuses on this situation, like on this matter, like quite deeply. So most people need to like be like support themselves in this. So it's honestly, it was quite wholesome to see, and like it was awesome to see people sharing their own experiences and struggles, like with faith and being faithful to the prayers.
I know, for me, I remember when I started praying, it stemmed at first from me trying to...
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't easy at all, but the reasoning why I felt were a little bit evil, but it turned into good. Like, you know how like God works in mysterious ways. At my school, you could be late to your class after, so you could pray after lunch, right?
Yep.
So you could be late for like 5 or 10 minutes, because most of the teachers were ajanib or from like the US and stuff. So like if you said you were praying, they would be scared to say anything, basically. So all the Arab guys, all the Muslims, we would basically go and we'd pray after lunch. And at first I didn't grow up in a household that prays a lot. Like my dad prays and my mom prays, but I personally wasn't praying before high school. And then in high school, because you could skip class, basically, I started going with my friends at first just to skip class, but like eventually I started enjoying it, the whole like almost like the experience of a spiritual experience of it. That's my like, yeah, it's cool. I'm happy for him that he's like trying his best to like, you know, get into prayer. I think it's a very positive. It has a very positive effect on your life.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think after you start like being committed to prayers, I think you start to feel like life opening up, and you start to see things more positively. I think it's like always a good thing. All right, moving on to Monday's story. Ahmed Aburob was spotted near the Eiffel Tower, but according to him, there was no reason to smile.
Eiffel Tower.
Bro, give me a pass, please.
Eiffel Tower. But yeah, basically his wife wasn't there. Fans were hyping him up in the comments, but the best reaction came from look, you do the same thing to me about like every single time I mispronounce the last name.
Okay.
The best reaction came from Safa Shama herself. Tell us about this. What's been going on?
Yeah, if you've been following Ahmed Aburob, like he constantly travels around the world basically, and creates these documentaries, type of funny-ish documentaries, videos on his YouTube and Instagram. And basically he was spotted this week, or was it, when was it? This Monday? Yeah, Monday. This Monday. On Monday. he was spotted in Paris recently, the so-called city of love. But instead of soaking up the romance, he was sulking in style because he wasn't with his wife, Saba. I mean, of course, would you be happy if you were in Paris without your wife? I don't think so. I think you can relate.
Look who's talking. It wasn't.
What do you mean? I'm not the one who's planning, bro.
True.
Okay.
His followers are flooding the comments of everything from support to jokes, literally like we are right now.
Yep.
Making one of his funniest and most relatable travel moments on Jordanian social media this week.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday's story is a big one. Ex-Top Gear host Richard Hammond was spotted at the Royal Automobile Museum in Jordan. Tell us about it, Tarek, please.
Yeah, the legendary Richard Hammond. The guy that crashed into... took a sports car and crashed it and then lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, he was my childhood, man.
Yeah, that's all our childhood. So he visited the National Automobile Museum, the Royal Automobile Museum. And this is after finishing, by the way, a trek across the Jordanian desert. He was retracing T.E. Lawrence from Lawrence of Arabia. T.E. Lawrence's journey to Aqaba, which is huge.
Yep, I mean, that's super huge for car lovers and adventure fans alike. Because the Royal Automobile Museum is home to some of the rarest and most historic cars in the region, making it a perfect place for someone like Hammond to visit. And it's honestly like quite amazing that he visited us, and he made it clear he's got like mad love for Jordan and its people. Like, it's honestly like so nice to see.
Exactly, he said that you could see kind of the history of Jordan through the car museum, which I thought was really interesting, mostly because our royalty has been like very into cars and motorcycles and stuff, so it does make sense. Like you have like cars from the 80s that he fell in love with, but also the fact is, like, Richard Hammond, like out of the trio, I liked him the most. I felt he was always the funnest and down-to-earth one. So I'm just happy he came to Jordan. And he wasn't just there to admire the cars. He was like really engaging with the fans. He was learning about Jordanian history. He was driving around Amman.
True.
Like how cool would it have been if you just saw Richard Hammond driving around Amman and I feel like that would have been just a very cool experience for like anyone, basically.
100%. Couldn't agree more, honestly. Yeah, but as of for Wednesday's big event, Qatar Sports Day, wasn't just about games and fitness. It also gave us one of the most emotional concerts of the year.
Yeah. So Jordanian singer Akhras took the stage in Doha, and he made a statement. He proudly wore a Palestinian kufiya while performing his hit song Sneen. And look, honestly, that moment hit hard.
Yep, I mean, the energy, the emotion, everything, like even the audience, it was all like powerful, and everyone was completely in their feelings, and social media was flooded with love for Al-Akhras afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like, it's always nice to see Jordanian artists supporting Palestine, etc. Just like just as the country as a whole is, especially in Doha, especially on an international stage. I think it's like it does make a huge impact when people get to see this, and I love the fact that Akhlas, even though he's an upcoming artist, he's still making like an effort to do such a real impact. Fans across the Middle East like really did praise him for doing this.
Yeah.
And for using his platform to send such a message of unity and resilience. But I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say like every single one felt every single word of that performance, and I mean, we couldn't have chosen a better way to wrap up this week. So this is a wrap up for this week's Love and Amman show. What story stood out most for you? Please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Jordanian news and vibes.
Until next time, stay safe, stay hyped, and keep repping Amman.
Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning into the Loving Amman podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts from.